there's just something magical about looking up at the night sky, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely.
That sort of ancient pull, you know? Gazing up at all those lights makes you feel connected to something, well, huge.
Timeless, yeah. Humans have been doing it forever.
Exactly. But, you know, it feels like for a lot of us now, that's kind of out of reach. I read this crazy statistic, like 80% of people live under skies so bright they can't even see the Milky Way.
Wow, 80%. That's, yeah. Light pollution is a huge issue.
It really is. So today we're doing a deep dive into how we can maybe reclaim some of that connection. And here's the interesting part. While there's amazing tech out there, telescopes and all that, there's actually a surprising amount you can do, like tonight, without any expensive gear.
Yeah, that's what's so great about this topic.
Things you can do to really connect with the cosmos, you know, little to no cost involved.
And it's truly remarkable, I think, how just a few simple steps, things people often overlook, can completely change your perspective on the universe up there. So our mission today really is to pull out the practical, actionable stuff from our source material. It's called How to Stargaze Without a Telescope. Tips for beginners. It's not just about listing facts, though. It's about empowering you, the listener, to get genuinely well-informed. Because knowing how to apply this stuff, well, that transforms the whole experience, especially with something as just awe-inspiring as the night sky.
Absolutely. So if you're thinking about a quiet night outside, or maybe looking for a new hobby, or you're just curious, get ready. We're going to explore, 5 key ways to really maximize your stargaze, and whether it's just with your eyes or maybe binoculars.
Kind of a shortcut, really.
Yeah, a shortcut to truly appreciating it. Not just seeing the stars, but really experiencing them. Okay, so what grabbed me right away was that the first step, and maybe the most important one, it isn't about what you use.
Right.
It's about where you are. That light pollution we mentioned, it's the big enemy, especially for beginners. It's just this fundamental challenge.
It really is.
Yeah.
When you think about the big picture of stargazing, just understanding your own environment, that's foundational. And the darkness of the sky, it's not just a feeling, you know. There's actually a scale for it. It's called the Bortle scale.
Bortle. Okay.
Yeah, Bortle zones. Think of it like a scale from 1 to 9. So if you're deep in a city, lots of lights, you're probably a level 8 or 9.
Right, where you can barely see anything.
Exactly. Maybe the moon, a few bright stars, planets perhaps. But if you get out to a really rural area, maybe a level 4 or 5,
Okay.
the difference is just, well, it's night and day, literally. You go from seeing maybe a few dozen stars to like thousands. You might even see the Milky Way.
Wow, that's a massive difference. And it explains why serious astronomers travel so far, doesn't it, for those really dark skies?
Precisely.
But the good news for, the rest of us, you don't have to be a pro to figure this out. There are tools online, right? Like dark sky location maps.
Oh yeah, super useful. Websites, apps, they use satellite data. You just put in your location, and they show you nearby spots with less light pollution.
So you could find somewhere maybe an hour's drive away that's much better.
Exactly. Could make a huge difference to your view. And even if you can't travel far, just knowing your Bortle zone, like where you live, it helps manage expectations.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you're in a level 7 or 8 city, you focus on the moon, planets, maybe bright clusters. But if you get to level 5, suddenly way more stars pop out, maybe even faint galaxies with binoculars.
Right.
Finding that darker spot, even if it's just a local park late at night, it's probably the single biggest improvement a beginner can make.
Okay, so let's say you found a decent spot, maybe escaped the worst of the city glow. Now, what about your own eyes, your natural equipment?
Yeah, exactly. Your built-in instruments.
This is something I think people miss. It takes time for your eyes to really adjust, right?
Yeah.
This source mentioned something like 30 minutes.
That 30-minute window is absolutely crucial.
Yeah.
It takes about that long for your eyes to reach peak night vision sensitivity.
30 minutes?
Wow. But it also raises a really interesting question, doesn't it? How do you, find your way around or check a star chart without ruining that night vision you just spent half an hour building up?
Good point.
Well, the science is pretty cool. You've got cones in your eyes for bright light and color, and rods for dim light.
Right.
White light blasts both, makes your pupil shrink right down. It basically resets your night vision. The rods need time to regenerate their light-sensitive stuff. Rhodopsin.
So any bright light is bad news, but there's a hack, right? The source mentioned something. Simple.
Yeah, a red flashlight. It's such a classic astronomer's trick.
Red light. Why red?
Because the longer wavelength of red light doesn't really affect your rod cells nearly as much. Your pupils stay dilated, your rods stay sensitive.
Ah, clever. So you can send your chart Find your dropped keys.
Exactly. Without blinding yourself for the next 10 minutes, it helps keep your vision, optimal for stargazing.
That's a great tip. And then, beyond just using our eyes, the source also mentioned another simple tool.
Right, binoculars. So many people already have a pair lying around, maybe for bird watching or sports.
Yeah, probably.
A decent pair, say like 7x50s or 10x50s. That means 7 or 10 times magnification, 50mm lenses. They gather way more light than your eye. They really extend your visual depth, give you a much closer look without the whole setup of a telescope.
So you could see more detail on the moon.
Oh yeah, easily see Jupiter's moons, maybe even the rings of Saturn as a tiny oval. The Andromeda Galaxy looks amazing through binoculars. It's a fantastic middle ground, really. More detail, but still easy to use.
Okay, so letting your eyes adjust properly, maybe using that red light trick, and possibly grabbing some binoculars.
Yeah.
These are things you could do, like, tonight.
Instantly improve your experience. Low cost, high impact.
You'd probably be amazed at the difference it makes, just those simple things.
All right, so you've got your dark adapted eyes, maybe your binoculars. You look up, and there's a ton of stars.
Yeah.
How do you figure out what's what? This is where tech can really help, I guess.
Oh, definitely. Modern tech is amazing for this. We're talking about night sky apps on your phone or tablet. There are tons of them.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
The source specifically mentioned one called the Celestron Sky Portal app. And it's way more than just a map. It's like a full-on virtual guide. You can explore the solar system. It identifies, get this, over 120,000 stars.
Wow.
Over 200 star clusters, those beautiful groups of stars, plus nebulae, galaxies, even asteroids, comets, satellites. You can even track the ISS.
The International Space Station.
Yeah.
Cool.
It really bridges that gap, puts a guide right in your hand.
And isn't there that feature where you just hold your phone up?
Exactly. The compass mode. That's the game changer. You literally just point your phone at the sky.
And it tells you what you're seeing instantly. Stars, planets, constellations, overlays it right on your screen. You can even zoom in on things that are too faint for your eye alone, but the app shows you where they are.
That's incredible. Like augmented reality for the stars.
Pretty much. And tying back to what we said about night vision.
Ah, the red light thing.
Yeah. This app, Sky Portal, has a specific night mode. It switches the display to red tones.
Oh, that's smart. So it doesn't wreck your night vision while you're using it.
Precisely. It shows how tech can really enhance the experience, not take away from it. You learn without compromising your ability to see.
So these apps basically turn stargazing into this interactive learning thing. Takes away the intimidation factor, maybe?
Totally. It's like having a friendly astronomer in your pocket, guiding you around. Makes it super accessible.
Okay, so finding a spot, getting your eyes ready, using an app. But there's more, right? Like timing matters.
Oh, massively. Beyond just looking up on any clear night, a bit of strategic planning can unlock some truly spectacular views.
Awesome.
Well, certain times of the year are just better for seeing specific things. The source mentioned the Milky Way galaxy.
At least your own galaxy.
Yeah, that beautiful band of stars. It's often best seen in late spring and summer in the Northern Hemisphere. May is often a great starting point.
Okay, good to know. So how do you figure this stuff out?
Well, that's where things like astronomy calendars or specialized blogs come in handy. Lots of websites have a sort of what's in the sky this month guide. Planning ahead lets you catch those really special events.
Right.
Well, knowing the moon phase is huge. A new moon means dark sky is perfect for faint stuff like galaxies or nebulae.
Ah, right. And a full moon
lights up everything. Great for looking at the moon itself, but it washes out fainter objects.
Makes sense. What other events should people look out for?
Oh, meteor showers. Shooting stars. Like the Perseids in August or the Geminids in December. On a good night, you could see dozens an hour.
That sounds amazing.
Or supermoons, when the moon looks extra big and bright. And planets. Jupiter and Saturn have times when they're closest to Earth and look incredible, even in binoculars.
Seeing Jupiter's moons or Saturn's rings, that would be something.
Definitely. It's these specific moments that make it really exciting. Planning turns it from just passive looking into, like, active anticipation.
So you don't miss the good stuff.
Exactly. Makes each clear night a potential discovery. Adds a whole other layer to it.
Okay, this next one sounds kind of futuristic. Connecting with other astronomers online. And maybe even controlling telescopes from home.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how technology enables this now. The source talks about joining online communities and watching live streams.
Live streams of space.
Sort of. It mentions Dustin Gibson. He's the CEO of OPT, a big telescope retailer. He apparently does nightly live streams on Twitch.
On Twitch? Like for gaming?
Yeah, but for astronomy.
Yeah.
He has guests. They talk about astrophotography.
Yeah, taking pictures of space stuff.
Right, those amazing deep sky images. You learned about how they capture those, the equipment, the process, and you can actually watch how professional observatories are controlled in real time. It's like a behind-the-scenes pass.
Whoa. And the source said, you might even get to control it.
Get this, yeah. Apparently, during some streams, viewers might get a chance to actually point the observatory's telescope.
No way. From my couch, I could tell a giant telescope where to look.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Imagine pointing it at a nebula or galaxy yourself. Yeah. That level of interaction is just incredible. It was unthinkable for most people just a short while ago.
Seriously.
And it ties into this bigger thing they're doing, the OPT Observatory Project.
Okay.
The goal is basically to provide free remote access to OPT's observatories for the public, to bring people closer to the cosmos, essentially. It really makes you think, how can we use tech and community to make space more accessible in new ways, inclusive ways? This project seems like a fantastic step.
Wow. So it creates this bridge, like you said, from your living room straight into deep space observation.
It's exactly. Opens it up to everyone. Doesn't matter if you own gear or where you live.
That's amazing. It really shows how you can get deeply involved in astronomy, even participate, without needing your own telescope. Immersive, educational, right from home. So we've covered a lot of ground here. It really feels like the universe is way more accessible than people might think.
Definitely.
From just finding a dark spot and letting your eyes adjust.
The basics, yes.
To using these cool apps on your phone, planning for specific events like meteor showers, and even joining these online streams and maybe controlling a scope. It feels really empowering. Stargazing is totally within reach for anyone.
That's the core message, isn't it? You absolutely do not need complicated, pricey equipment to feel that sense of wonder. Often the best tools are just a bit of knowledge and preparation. Understanding how to look, how to use what you have, your eyes, maybe binoculars, an app that unlocks these incredibly rich experiences. Knowledge applied,
Yeah, knowledge applied. So thinking about our listeners, what does all this mean for your next clear night?
Good question.
Maybe think about one small step you could take tonight or this week. Could be checking a dark sky map, downloading an app.
Or just stepping outside for half an hour. Let your eyes adjust. Just look up.
Exactly. Just look up. Who knows what unexpected wonder you might find just by looking up with new eyes and maybe a little bit of new knowledge.
The universe is waiting.